round of applause for Oscar Savarino.
President, Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, can you please clap your hands if you are happy to see me tonight? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here tonight. I'm pretty speechless. In fact, I don't have a speech at all. I just came here, I just decided to come here and see what it feels to be in front of an audience. You might say, hey, Oscar, but if you don't have a speech, why don't you step aside and let somebody else go? And I said, what is the purpose of all this, for this Toastmaster? Is it just a waste of time? No. It's to become a speaker, or to become a better speaker, or maybe to acquire their confidence that will allow you to become a speaker. Now, one of the things that we need to remember is that every time we're here, we do something really important for ourselves. We got 5, 6, 7 minutes. We do something really important, which is what? Can you read this?
You learn.
You learn. That's right. Thank you very much. You got it right. You learn. And what is it that you learn? You learn the way, you learn how to speak, how to be in front of an audience, how to be comfortable in front of an audience, how to deliver a speech, whatever it is. And when you learn, every time you learn, you make a step upwards. You learn something. But there is another thing. You learn through making one speech after the other, so you repeat the actions. And when you repeat the action, what you do, you learn this way. And basically you practice. And practice makes what?
Perfect.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry. Thank you for trying. Basically, practice makes only improvements. Perfect. Perfect, and it's a word that's been invented, put into the dictionary, but it doesn't mean anything. It's like the word freedom. Exactly the same. So I just decided to practice, to be here, just looking at you, or smiling at you. Just being here, just getting used to this. Just getting used. You see, when you have a prepared speech, the only thing about it, what you do is just trying to deliver the speech, trying to remember every single word of your speech. And you don't realize where you are. But when you don't have a prepared speech, is when actually you start thinking about your posture, your gesture, the eye contact, and everything else. I received notes from you regarding the first two performances, the first speech and the second speech, and I agreed with all of them. With all of them. Especially when they're wandering around, because it can be highly distractive. But you know what I found out? I found out if the audience finds you interesting for what you say or for what you do, they will follow you anywhere you go. Isn't that right? That is right. And why? Because you become believable. You become believable. You become somebody, because people love to believe in something or in someone. I've got a confession to make. I am a professional speaker. The problem is, when you have that in your mind, when you think you are a speaker, you're never going to get out of the situation where you keep thinking but not doing anything about it. I've got 3 web pages. AboutMe.com, LinkedIn, and Tumblr.com, where I write my blogs. I'm a motivational speaker. Because when you have an idea, you have to support the idea with something a little bit more concrete in order to show people, in order to prove to people and to prove to yourself that you are going somewhere with that. So I am a motivational speaker. I motivate people. I try to inspire them. I try to challenge them. I try to reinvent them. I try to let them discover new possibilities. How many people here, for example, needs a little bit of encouragement in order to cross that line that will make them more confident? For instance, me. That's why, that's the thing, because in life you have to be positive towards any kind of project. And you do it through one thing, through your knowledge. Knowledge is important. It's the first things you need to acquire. Because knowledge gives you a little bit more confidence, because you know what you're talking about, and you know you can answer to any questions. But remember that knowledge is nothing if you don't have the tools, if you don't have the abilities to deliver that knowledge somehow. So you need a little bit of confidence. And that's why I'm here. Just walking around, looking at you, see where you're sitting, what you're wearing, what you're doing, and trying to keep you focused on what I'm trying to say. This is a kind of exercise that is good for everyone. Because it gives you the opportunity to know yourself better, and at the same time to ask you the question, am I capable of doing it? Especially for your guests. They can come up here just free, no speeches of any kind, no pressure. No pressure. So this speech is the number 3, is get to the point. And I'm pretty sure I managed to make one. Thank you. Thank you very much.